Welcome back to Season 2 of Retro Bowl with the Colorado Cougars, and we made the move to Extreme. Last episode, we won our first 4 games on Extreme, but as you can see, our division has been very strong so far this year. I believe the only 2 losses that our division mates have, one was by our hand, the other was likely another divisional matchup. But will our luck continue? That is the question. We've had Ficken, the new tight end, fumble on a couple occasions, and our defense, it shows us 3.5 stars. Nobody on the defense itself is over 3 stars. They've been playing solid for the first 4 weeks, but we'll see if that continues as well. So I'll play until the midway point of this season, which is about the 8 or 9 game mark before this episode ends. And our first matchup brings us against Washington, who is 1-3, but again, all the teams are 5 stars on both sides of the field. So Washington will get the ball to start off, and they score a touchdown. So here is our first offensive possession of the episode. Dump the ball off to Gus McCain, who is tackled right before the first down marker. Like I said, a lot more short yardage situations as we get to Extreme. Not a lot of big plays that we're going to be able to do. Luckily, we do have a couple of good receivers in Zamort and Madison. Ficken, we're just trying to at least up his strength so he holds onto the ball. But from there, it's going to be, just better than your prototypical no-star guy. Here we have Ficken going for a route. He's covered, so we're going to dump it off to McCain again. Start option in the backfield as we drive down the field here. Madison's covered deep, and the defender nearly snuck up on us for that one. And there goes Zamort, zigzagging and weaving around defenders for the touchdown. Look at this replay right here. Comes back right before the sack. That guy nearly picks the ball off, breaks a tackle, and just weaves in between these 2 guys. Still makes the end zone by a couple yards of distance. Pinter adds the extra point, and we are tied up at 7 late in the first quarter. Washington throws an interception. All right, so we're back on the offensive side. That one bounces off the receiver, Zamort. 2nd down and 10. Can we capitalize on this turnover opportunity? McCain gets close to the 30. That was a dangerous throw. If the linebacker was a little bit faster, he would have picked that off. Sometimes they just kind of blend in with the defensive line there. There's Madison. The other thing that I want to work on is the player morale. Right now it's at 85%, which is pretty low for my standards. We want to get that a bit higher. That one was a missed throw. Want to get our man Ficken across the middle here. Madison's going to scoop that one away from him, though. A touchdown. Get a look here at the replay. I was aiming for Ficken, and it looked like he was jumping. He just kind of celebrated as soon as the ball was caught. Extra point makes it 14-7. Ooh, we got a sack and a fumble. McCain with the stiff arm. Oh, gets knocked out of bounds at the 1. Or the 2, I suppose. We'll just give it to him again for the touchdown. Washington with one last drive. They turn the ball over again. We have McCain across the middle. And a lot of turnovers that our defense is forcing. I'm surprised with how good they are, or how good they aren't as of yet. And just like that, we're up by 3 touchdowns, and we get the ball at the half. Wagner's going to have to take this one and run for a gain of 6. That was a dangerous throw. Double receiver right there. Bounces up into the air, and Washington picks that off. Made a lot of coverage over there. And it leads to a touchdown, but that's okay. We're still up by 2 possessions, and as long as we hold on to the football, I don't think I'll be throwing another interception this match. There's Ficken for his first catch of the game. Hold on to the ball, big fella. There we go. It's one of the things is like the tight ends are always open across the middle, but they don't really have much of an opportunity to duck out of bounds. So if their strength's kind of low, like Ficken's is right now, little dump to Madison. If it's low like it is right now, there's a lot of chance where the ball is knocked out in the open field. Ooh, another one where they blitz from the side. Wagner's just going to have to tuck and roll this one out for a gain of 3. Zamort inside the 10. Tackled near the 5. And that's the end of the third quarter. We're threatening here as we start the 4th. Wagner dives forward for a gain of 3. Be 2nd and goal from the 2. Want to see if we can get Ficken turn around. Nope, he does not turn around. Sack. So big 3rd and goal here. Switch up the play, see if we can get anybody across the middle. Oh, he's so close. He just turned around and dove and got to the inch-yard line. I'll just take the points. Odds are they won't be able to score 3 times to end the game. And they punt. Madison again steals that one from Ficken. as we're inside the minute mark in the fourth quarter. McCain gets tackled immediately after catching that one. Thickens open across the middle, across the 20. Can we score another touchdown before the game draws to a close? Inside the 10 with 15 seconds to go. Been wanting to get Ficken involved this entire time, but I'll just take the plays that the defense presents us. Sometimes you're going to give the tight end about 20-30 yards. Other times they blitz every play and you just get a 20-yard pass like automatically. So 38-14, we beat Washington, who drops to 1-4. And Albuquerque still staying true with us at 5-0. Gotta praise the team to raise that morale. There it goes up a couple percentage points. Farmer on the defensive line leveled up. Let's go strength for now. Forces a few more fumbles. Our offensive coordinator leveled up. We'll be swapping that out later on, but it's enough to push the offense over the edge to the 5-star mark, oddly enough. I mean, we do have a few weapons, and Zettel, our best rated guy potential-wise, also helps. Playing Phoenix now. They're 2-3. There's Ficken up the middle. A little bit on the slower side as far as the tight end goes too, but like I said, usually can break away from the defense, even if they're just half a star, as the Wagner takes the ball up the middle for a gain of 6. McCain's one of our best players, so we should really just get him more involved. I just love passing the ball so much. Nice block by Madison there, as McCain gets close to the 20-yard line. 3rd and 15. There's Ficken, dives for the first down. Okay. Took a sack a few plays ago, and we were able to adjust. I wanted to run on that one. Oopsie. Not having the offensive success that we normally do, though. Phoenix has been holding us quite a bit, so we're going to have to kick a field goal here. If it was from the 2-yard line or so, I'd consider going for it, but from the 6, not really. Phoenix takes the lead now. See if we can run out the first half and maybe score a touchdown. No, McCain fumbles it. That's going to be huge. Phoenix capitalizes right away with the touchdown. And now we just need to get this back to a 1-possession game as we get closer to halftime. Yeah, they just keep covering Ficken as much as I want to get him involved, but really if we're driving down the field, we need to go to our receivers. Like some more across the middle there to the 25. Kind of a jump ball, got tipped away. All right, we have one more pass play here before the end of the half. Probably gonna have to try for the end zone. Madison beats his guy deep. No, can't handle it, so we're gonna have to go for a field goal to end the half. Phoenix defense, really strong. I mean, they're all 5 stars. Maybe our offense just isn't really performing right now. Thankfully, Phoenix starts off the half with a punt. So if we drive down the field and get a touchdown this time, we can perhaps tie the game with a 2-point try. There's Zamort just past the first down marker. Has a little bit of room to run out to the 35. Madison to the first down marker. Close to the 20-yard line. Madison's all alone. The defense can adjust and tackles him before he gets to the end zone at the 5. Ficken near the goal line. Not quite. Just a bit too slow. And there goes McCain for a yard. Gets us our first touchdown of the game late in the 3rd quarter. Here's the 2-point try to tie things up. There's Madison. We're tied at 14. Phoenix driving down the field. Scores a touchdown to end the 3rd quarter. So now we have to drive down the field, score a touchdown, and hope that they don't have enough time to score again from there. Might be in our best interest just to kind of let the clock run, I suppose. Usually if you have about 30 seconds or less on the clock for the defense, they do not score. So we got to play the clock game here. Do we score and let them have another opportunity, or what? Incomplete. Throw was a bit short on my end. McCain will get us a 1st and goal. Like I said, let's just try and run some clock, but we need to get into the end zone from the 4-yard line. That might be a little bit too much time here, but I'm just going to go for the extra point to tie the game. And we will have to hope and pray Phoenix does not score in the next 39 seconds. They do not. It's overtime. Phoenix gets the ball first and punts. So the next score wins. Based on that mechanic, we've held Phoenix for 2 straight possessions. And now we just have to get down to about like the 30 for Pinter to make a field goal. This is by far the closest game I've had in this video series. Should really start diving with Ficken just to prevent the ball popping out again. And Madison for that reason. Anybody really I should just dive to or run out of bounds. McCain down to the 12-yard line. 3rd and 4. Oh, there he goes. Out to the 2. Just ground and pound until we get to the end zone. That'll also do the trick, and that is the ball game. 27-21. Phoenix gives us a bit of a scare, but we are able to continue the win streak. And Albuquerque drops their first game of the season. So we have 2 5-1 teams in our division and Vegas at 4-2. McCain had an outstanding game. Yes, he did. Praise the team, though, to raise that team morale. And Ficken levels up. There we go. We need to get his strength going. So our next game of the season brings us to our first matchup with Albuquerque, the 5-1 team. So this would put some distance in the division if we can win, as we find Zamort to start the game for the first down. I was going to throw to McCain there, but kind of got caught mid-block. A lot of weird defensive patterns for Albuquerque in this one. Like, they don't gravitate towards the ball carrier like they normally do in some situations. Madison will get us close to the first down here. 3rd and 1. Ficken's going to be left uncovered. Let's get that conversion there. Blitz. There's another one. Blitz sometimes just gets to our offensive line before the button hook routes have a chance to develop. Which, in that case we had McCain to throw for the last play. This time we'll have to scramble with Wagner for a few yards. 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff to McCain. Oh, breaks a few tackles. Gonna get to the 6. Got a nice 1st and goal here. Oh, I wanted Zamort to come back on that one. Just threw it a bit too short. Little dump off to McCain will get us halfway to the goal, but 3rd and goal from the 3. And we'll see how we want to attack this here. I'm gonna go Wagner with his legs. Just gets inside for the touchdown as the first quarter ends. And Pinter adds the extra point to make it 7-0. Albuquerque drives down the field for a score within the first 30 seconds or so of the quarter. There's a nice completion to Ficken. Exactly what we're looking for. About 20 yards. Hold on to the ball. Zamort steals that one from McCain. Takes off to about the 30. And again, we can just kind of decide to run the clock a bit and get some points on the board so that Albuquerque doesn't have much opportunity to score. There goes McCain rumbling up the middle for a gain of 12. Again, breaks a few tackles, gets out to the 5, but stays in bounds technically, so we're running the clock here. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. McCain just being a tank on this drive. Breaks another tackle and gets into the end zone. Let's see right here. Well, technically breaks 1 tackle. There are 2 defenders there that both kind of got shed by McCain or just missed. And we'll see if Albuquerque can capitalize in 26 seconds. They cannot, but they get the ball to start the second half. Scores a touchdown, but does not get the extra points. So we're still up by 1 as we start our first possession of the second half. McCain's been our main guy for this game. A lot of running yards, rushing yards, and a healthy amount of reception yards on the pass. I'm worried our receivers aren't really going to get much love in this one. Full coverage there leads to a sack. McCain gets by the defender. That's a first down on 2nd and 16. Just past the marker. He is having a day as we draw near the end of the third quarter. That one hits off his back and incomplete. So 3rd and 7. Ficken takes that one. It's going to be close, but it's 4th and 2, so we're just going to take the points here, go up by 4 with the conversion. Pinter is good from 40, and we hold a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Albuquerque scores a field goal, which isn't gonna help them. terms of the point differential. It's still a 1-point game. There's a guy on Albuquerque who looked like he was going to blitz and sack the quarterback, then just like stopped and almost turned around. Like I said, a lot of weird mechanics for this game, or maybe I'm just not paying attention enough to the offensive line all the time. Getting close to the end of this one. McCain out to the 30-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. I'm going to switch to this running play so we have a chance to get the first down, and we do. 20-second mark. Time's ticking out. Just keep running the ball. Going to have to run one more play, so I'm just going to go with the field goal. Pinter, just inside the left upright. That's going to give us a 4-point lead. We would have won anyway by a point, but practice is practice. And we move to 7-0 with that win over Albuquerque, who falls to 5-2. Parker levels up, give him some more strength, and as does our defensive coordinators. Now we have offensive and defensive coordinator at 1 star. Trade deadline is this week. We do have a good roster here. The only guy I might think about trading is Lodge, just because a little bit of a liability. He's the only 2-star guy on the defensive side, and his potential is not great. Let's see what we can maybe get for him. 2nd round pick in next season's draft. You know, we'll keep him for now. The one thing he is fast, so like he can catch up to the defense. I'm not really sure how much different attributes factor into the simulation, but I mean, our defense has been holding fairly true to start. Here's game number 8. So we're going to meet with the team and really raise that morale up from 89 to 94%. And a few of the only unhappy guys are the newer players on the roster, like Farmer, the rookie. Play Boston here. They are 4-2 on the season, coming off a bye week fairly recently. All of our bye weeks tend to be very late in the season, as there goes McCain, making people miss. Oh my goodness. But look at these guys jumping up the gut. Look how fast they are, Jesus. McCain with 47 yards on that run play. Let's get a look at the replay here. Is on the sideline, does a stiff arm, bobbing and weaving, breaks a tackle. And then these guys just come out of nowhere looking like frickin' horses down a track. Let's give him the ball again, see what he does. Another 10-yard gain. That one's going to be good for a first down. Okay, McCain. 2 runs, 57 yards so far. Breaks another tackle, averaging about 20 per carry. Now with the blitz, we're going to go ahead and pass. There's Ficken down the middle. Gets us to the 3-yard line for a 1st and goal. And we'll cap it off with McCain in the end zone for a touchdown. McCain's definitely one of our best skill players. That's all there is to it. Like, I love the speed with the receivers that we have. But McCain, like, he can just do it all, man. Break tackles. I jinxed it. He fumbled the football. And Boston, after scoring a touchdown, will have an opportunity to capitalize. They do with the touchdown. So we're down by a score as we'll end the first quarter right here. Here's McCain with his first catch of the game for 16. So been having a lot of yards. That fumble was probably the most consequential play of the game so far. Zamort comes back from that one. He's all alone, out to the 35. Ficken gets us near the 20, near the red zone. We'll see if Madison can come back on this pattern. Yes, he does. That's a gain of 11. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Got a little bit extra time, and that one's caught by Zamort for the score. Boston still has a minute to go in the first half that they can maybe try and score on. Indeed, they do score with 26 seconds left to go, so we're probably going to have to see if we can drive down the field here. Ficken out of bounds. I want to get at least 3 points on the board if we can. They ran into each other and started blocking before the ball even got there. Normally that would be pass interference. Madison across the 50. We're going to have to go for one more play here for the best field goal try. Just barely reaches the 1 second mark as we call timeout. Now Pinter from 55 yards. Can he make it? Yes. The first 50-yard field goal we've made in this whole franchise. How about that? 21-17. Boston stalls out to start the second half. There goes Zamort. Off, we broke that tackle. We would have gone a ways, but instead, down at the 35. McCain for a gain of 10. What's the likelihood he fumbles twice in one game, I wonder? Or just our team in general. Out across the 35 on that pass. 2nd and 3. Now Madison down to inside the 20. See if we can get Zamort there. No, he's double covered. So we'll go to McCain across the middle. Out to the 6. Prime scoring range right here. Good coverage by Boston so far. Wagner out to the half-yard line. And McCain will take it to the house from here. We retake the lead on the touchdown. 2 seconds to go. That one hits off the upright and is no good. Mistimed the kick. So Boston, with a field goal, could tie it up. Or actually take the lead. They scored a touchdown but missed the extra point. So we do need a touchdown here on this drive. And we can maybe take the rest of the game doing so, based on how long our drives sometimes tend to take. Madison past the 30. We're nearing 40 seconds left in the game. Can Wagner engineer this drive? Pocket collapses there. I'm just going to run out of bounds at the 25. Ficken for the first down, out to the 15. We're getting close to the end zone here. Audible called by Wagner. He's got 3 receivers right there. Madison out to the 5. We have 15 seconds left to go. 1 timeout, maybe a few shots at the end zone. Nothing open. It's going to run this one. Barely gets across the goal line for the touchdown. And with 6 seconds, Boston will have to do this on the kickoff. Maybe a Hail Mary. Game over. We've had a lot of close ones the last few weeks here, but Colorado again pulls out the victory 30-27. 2 games ahead of our division mates, 2.5, some of the teams. And Madison is leveled up. Need at least 2 ticks of strength here to hold on to the football. That's the main thing, is a lot of the people on our team are lacking in strength. The one guy who does have it, Gus McCain, still fumbles on occasion just with how much he gets handed off the ball. All right, one more game for this video, and then that will take us to the bye week. It'll also bring us to about the halfway mark. It's 17 games, so I mean, pretty much 8 or 9 games, depending, is the halfway point. Vegas is the next best team in our division currently, the Vegas Venom. They are 6-2, so a win here would really put us ahead in the divisional race by about 3 games. Depending on how the other 2 teams do this week. And then we will go into the bye, rest our players. Perfect bye week, honestly, right in the midway point of the season. So players will regroup to about the 100% conditioning mark. And if we continue to win like this, the number 1 seed is in our sights. They will get another break after about 8 or 9 weeks again. But right now we have to focus on this game with Vegas. They're already up 7-0. That throw was way over Ficken's head. Completely my fault. But McCain will get the first down on 3rd and 3 with a little dump off pass. We have Madison deep. The corner nearly caught back up and forced the incompletion, but he catches it. Wagner with his legs going to take this one down to the 6-yard line as the first quarter is about to run out. Indeed it will. So the first play of the second quarter. And Ficken is open in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point will tie this one up. Although Pinter did miss one at the end of last week. Vegas down the field punts. A lot of time in the pocket on that one. But everybody was streaking down the field. There wasn't really much option for the short route. Thankfully, we're able to find a receiver after about a few seconds. McCain with a gain of 4. That's going to be picked off. I was a little bit short on the throw, so we don't get anything off of Las Vegas's punt, and they are going to score a touchdown to almost end the half. Ficken, that was who it was intended for, but Madison almost stole that away, and honestly, I would have been glad if he did. Since he has a little bit more speed, would have gotten us some more yardage. All right, see if Pinter can test his leg here from 62 yards. Oh, hit the upright from 62. Oh my goodness. I will never miss a field goal that long again with the post. Like, I don't even know if I could try to do that again. We start the second half down by 7, but we have the ball, so we can tie things up here if we're able to drive down the field. McCain fumbles the football again. Vegas can go up by 2 possessions here, and they do with the touchdown. So this might be it. This might be our first loss of the season. I mean, it's going to be up to us to score and have our defense hold, which I'm not really sure if they can do. We held them to 1 punt today, but just with the ratings and stuff that they have, is it possible more than once? Okay, that one, I'm not sure what happened there with the interception. Let's take a look at the replay. Nope, I pressed too soon. Vegas will go up 3 possessions, and that'll likely be it. Our winning streak is finally over, unless we can really get some big plays down the field. Maybe get an onside kick to go our way or 2. Some more. Finally, we'll get a first down across the 50. Ficken out of bounds. We're just conserving time here where we can. Need to probably start taking some deep shots into the end zone there. That one's nearly intercepted as it got batted around. Madison gets tied up. Another fumble. I guess everything's just going wrong this game. I mean, he barely had the catch here before fumbling it. It ain't going to matter. Las Vegas is going to turn this down the field into a score, and an embarrassing loss right now. 3 turnovers, and we're down by 28 points. I don't know if I've ever been spanked this hard in this game before. We'll try a field goal with Pinter just to maybe end the season or a game on a high note. That one's too low, so he misses twice from about 60 yards. And that's going to be a not so great end to the video as we go into the bye week. 4 turnovers, I believe, in that game. We just did not play well, but they apparently love Ficken in the media room. That'll bring the morale of our team back up a little bit. Yeesh, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Like I said, everything just went wrong that game. So if we can, maybe hold ourselves to maybe a turnover a game or less, we can stay competitive. But now Vegas is 1 game behind us. Look at that division. We're 8-1 with a 7-2 and 2 6-2 teams. Let's go into the bye week here and just focus on the team, get some XP. Everybody's back up to 100% condition, and we will take that into next week as we play the Toronto Snowbirds. So we lose our first game in this franchise on Extreme, but we're still doing pretty well, all things considered. Just finally lost, and the games before that were also very close. So this isn't a walk in the park anymore. We won our first 4 games last video, and we won 4 more after that, but I'd only say that one of our games today was actually on the easy side in terms of winning. A lot of them were tightly contested, so we'll see how the rest of the season shapes out. Next time on Retro Bowl Season 2, we will be playing games 10 through about 14 or 15 as we cap off the end of the season, and then we'll play 1 more week going into the playoffs, start the playoffs if we make it. I would hope that we make it with 7 teams, but you never know if we have games like last one. But that'll do it for this episode. Once again, thanks for watching. This has been Retro Bowl, and I will see you next time.